The Michigan Attorney General's office is again trying to take on the Trump administration tonight, this time joining a lawsuit against the Department of Justice over the government's funding cuts to the Victims of Crimes Act. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel says the cuts will impact hundreds of victim service units as well as child advocacy centers. News Channel 3's Carter Landis is live in Kalamazoo now. And Carter, you spoke with AG Nessel today, who says this will increase crime in the state as well.
Yeah, Andy, she says that the state would lose nearly $40 million in funding for those programs. And she says she's disappointed in the Department of Justice because the Department of Justice, she says, is supposed to help victims of crime, but she says that this would do the opposite. Michigan joining a lawsuit against the Department of Justice as it plans to cut or withhold funding from the Victims of Crime Act, or VOCA. The act was created in 1984 during the Reagan administration, and it offers support and resources for victims of crime and provides funding for child advocacy centers. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel tells News Channel 3 that by cutting funding to these programs, crime will increase in Michigan.
They're not there to protect victims. This only re-injures and re-traumatizes victims.
Nessel says 115 victim services and 40 child advocacy centers will not be able to operate without that funding. And if those services are gone, Nessel says victims won't be able to get the help they need.
And that means going to a domestic violence shelter. It means being able to take your child after they've been sexually assaulted or physically abused to a child advocacy center. It means being able to get counseling or even medical treatment sometimes that you're going to need in order to be able to advance that case. So, of course, it's the cruelty in terms of treating crime victims this way.
Michigan joining states like Rhode Island, Colorado, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Wisconsin in the lawsuit against the DOJ. The DOJ says they will withhold funds from certain programs like the Crime Victims Fund if states do not comply with ICE. Senator Eric Nesbitt responding to the lawsuit, issuing this statement to News Channel 3. There should be no sanctuary states. There should be no sanctuary cities. Americans and Michiganders made it clear last year that they want the border secure and violent illegal immigrants removed from our communities. President Trump is restoring law and order. And if they were to comply with ICE, AG Nessel says that the state would have to turn over sensitive victims' crimes information over to that department, something she says she is wary of. Live in Kalamazoo, Carter Landis, News Channel 3.